यावत् पवनो निवसति देहे तावत् पृच्छति कुशलं ये गतवति वायौ देहापायि भार्या बिभ्यति तस्मिन् काये.
It gets deeper. Now it comes to death. Okay, the story has reached the point where this person is dead. Okay, so as long as yavat pavano nivasati dehi, na exactly where we were speaking of Hanuman, until the Vayu is residing in this body, the life is going on. As soon as the Vayu, it said Vayu Pavano, it leaves the body is dead. Post which, the meaning of this verse is post which, even the wife, they've used, because he's addressing it to men, he has said the word as Bharya, which is wife. So even the wife is scared and she says, remove the body. Remove the body. The one, the beloved that we feel, the partner or whoever, so close to us that we'll die without them, we can't survive without them, is there, okay, as a dead body, and you're like, okay, take it off for the final rites. Because at no point were we attached to the body. And if we were, then we realize that there is no point, it is going to go. So this is very, very stark, very clear. So he is telling, Adi Shankara is addressing that the wife, the beloved of yours, who you were saying that she is my heartbeat and she is my that and this and he or she doesn't matter. That very same person is going to run with fear after seeing your dead body. Bibhyati, she's going to be scared. Of what? Tasmin kaye, at your body, dead body. She's going to be scared of your dead body. She's scared. They've not said technically dead, but she's going to be scared of your body once the Vayu is gone. So until the Vayu is in the body, everything is nice. Everybody is nice to us. Everybody will come and ask, how are you, about your welfare and everything. But once the Vayu is gone, then your own wife, that's the translation, your own spouse or your own partner or own child or doesn't matter what, your own person will be scared of that body. Nobody says, I loved you so much that I will keep you with me. I want to keep the dead body safely. Nobody says that. They say what was there available from the body is no more. So the body needs to be going back. Where it came from. From the mud to the mud is the journey. In between, why there is so much attachment, we don't know. Because it is the journey from the mud back to the mud. That's it. What is this body? It's made up of the elements only. So it's going to go back into the earth. Either we bury it or we burn it. It's all still going back to the earth or into the space as Vayu or into the water as Asti. But somewhere or the other, it's all going to deteriorate and go back into the planet. So we manifested and we unmanifested. Very simple. From earth to earth, mud to mud, that's the journey. So if we know this, again, it frees us. We are not going to think like, okay, there's a joke like, I heard. There is a politician, very famous politician, well known and stuff like that. He dies, okay, and he reaches heaven, and there he meets his wife. She had already died, okay. So he meets his wife, and she says, "Good, you came, welcome." And he says, "Wait, wait, I'm still looking." So she says, "What are you looking?" He says, "Wait, let me check what's happening with my dead body." So she says, "It's done, Baba, come. Forget it. We are in heaven now. Come on." So he says, "No, no, let me see how many people have come for my funeral. How many people loved me?" See this level of attachment we have to the fame also. Forget the body. Body gaya. But they still say, "Let me see how many people came for my funeral. They really liked me or they were actually only backbiting. Let me see, let me see." Chhod do. Chhod do. This is a clear indication that we need to let go of all these things. What are we doing? So this is clear. As long as the Vayu dwells in the body, until then, everybody inquires about your welfare at home. And when the breath leaves, the body decays, even the wife or even the other person fears that same body. So this is something, see, it's not about getting pessimistic in life. I don't want all of you to get serious. That's why I told the joke. The whole point is, don't get pessimistic and think, "Arey, kya life hai yaar, kya life? This is like this." And no, this is life. Transient life, changing, ever-changing scenery, constant changing characters, constant changing scenes and movies. This is life. Now, understanding that, you relax. If you don't understand that, you can't relax because you're in the movie. You're in the movie. You're stuck and entangled and messed up in that full scene. We're not supposed to get entangled in the movie. We are only supposed to closely observe what is life. How is it ever changing? What is changing? So when you observe very closely, you see reality up close. And then you say, "Okay, now I see the truth. Now I am free. But I am scared. So I will see the truth maybe after I retire, maybe after 70 years of age, maybe when I'm dying, because I'm afraid to see the truth." Believe me, when you see the truth, the fear will go. But there is a fear to see the truth because this is what is the truth. Adi Shankara is not camouflaging it. He is not putting any velvet onto the words. Every word is very direct, very open, very clear, with no mask. So he is saying, if you want to see the truth, just listen to this. Very simple. Every word, every verse reminds us, takes us closer to what is reality. Very few scriptures will take us this close. Even the Upanishads, I have gone through the Kena, Katho, these Upanishads tell us the ultimate truth that this is Brahman, there is only Brahman, Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya, and we, वाह क्या मजा आ गया. लेकिन fear नहीं गया. Did the fear go? I understood that Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya, there is Brahman, there is supreme consciousness, and that's the reality, that is the truth. Continuously the Upanishad will say that. All Upanishads, the center point is this: Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. Vedanta. Oh, perfect. I understood. But somebody died in the family. I am afraid. I got worried. This happened. I am gone. Then what happened to Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya? But I read the Upanishad, but I didn't understand. I didn't realize it. I understood, but I didn't realize. So Adi Shankara thought, why go through hundreds of Upanishads? He has written bhashyas But still, he said, I will give a small poetry, which will show us what life is and what truth is, and what the game of life is. And now see the truth. There is no escape. In the Upanishads, we have a lot of escape routes. Like, we'll say, I understood this, bus, but I'm going back to my life. I have to do that, this, I have so many stresses, you all don't understand. That means we didn't actually understand or realize anything of the Upanishad. A lot of people have read the Upanishads and wearing those masks, they're floating, thinking they understood what is Brahma Satya. Kuch nahi hua. So Adi Shankara said, okay, forget it. I will sing the song in a simple way, and it will be sung in all temples, all congregations, all groups, and maybe at some point, somebody will hammer it inside them, and they will see the truth and reality in 31 verses. Only 31 verses. Even the first 4 are enough. But there is a little more he takes it into one by one. So this was where, don't be pessimistic again, coming back to the same point. It is not about becoming pessimistic, but blind optimism will also not lead us anywhere. अरे कुछ नहीं होएगा, कुछ नहीं होएगा, और अंदर शिवरिंग हो रहा है, ऊपर कुछ नहीं होएगा. आई एम वेरी पॉजिटिव, आई एम अ पॉजिटिव थिंकर, आई हैव रेड पॉजिटिव, क्या बी पॉजिटिव वाला 25 बुक्स, 25 बुक्स आई रेड. आई एम वेरी पॉजिटिव, आई डोंट थिंक नेगेटिव एट ऑल. But when I close my eyes, some negative thing pops. No, I don't want to address it. Adi Shankara is saying false optimism is stupidity. We should be truly optimistic about life. And true optimism is possible when I have seen the truth for what it is. The stark reality of life. This makes us free. Actually free. For this, you need to delve into it. Okay? We are too busy delving or distracting ourselves, delving into unnecessary things and usually distracting. Tension hai? Chhot. Comedy serial laga. I don't want to think now. So we watch comedy and we enjoy. But after 3 hours, you're going to go back to that bed and sleep. And that tension is going to come back again. Instead, sit down and face it. Kya hai? Chalo, let's get it done with for once and for all. And we are free. No, let it be. We'll see later. The see later. You're pushed and it's gone somewhere. So this is not the approach for life. Approach to life should be, I'm not saying don't watch comedy serials. Go ahead. It's good. You need to feel light. It's not about taking tension. It's about understanding, why am I taking tension? For this perishable item, not worth.